welcome here to the 21st round of the Craftsman Cup Series, winding down the races. We've got about 5 weeks left of what has been quite an exciting championship, especially the second half of the season. The second half has been quite fantastic, to say the least, which could have been said for the first half of the season. But anyway, I know you haven't seen the cars on the grid. That's because the cars are already out onto the track to do their couple of pace laps here. But I will say this to you, Trent Dunham will start on the pole, and he'll be alongside the rookie Brent Wintergreen. And on row 2 will be the 49 team of the BAM Racing's Austin LaPlante and the 88 team of Levi McIntyre. Championship leader RJ Bishop, I'm just going to have to go through the qualifying paper here. He starts pretty much in the danger zone in the 25 position, sorry, I should say. And second in the points is James Qualls, and he is starting pretty much roughly, I'm trying to find his number. Oh, he's starting a bit high up, though. He's going to start on the inside of row number 6. So there you go then. And while the cars are just, I can just about hear them going into turn 4. Here's the starting grid. Well, we did the first of 2 pace laps, and here they come now. Pace car's going to pull off into the pit lane. I thought we were going to do 81 laps, but no, it is actually, well, the number that I'm not going to say, but I probably will say it later on. Buckle up and sit tight, folks, because it is showtime here at Homestead. The green flag is out. Now, the problem turn that we all know will be turn 4, the exit of turn 4, because that's when you're going to see cars going to be up against the wall. But this track is plenty wide for some reason, and you can see the 88 of us, Levi McIntyre, he's the first to kiss the wall. So up front already is Dunham, followed by LaPlante, Cody Lammers, and then Brent Wintergreen. And it's anyone's guess for 5th on back, as they're nearly 4 wide, sometimes 5 wide in some areas there. Wintergreen started on the outside pole. He's fallen back there just to 4th place there. Now the news is hopefully no one's going to be kissing the wall. I think Levi's going to hit it again. Yes, he does. And Levi McIntyre, he started on the outside of the second row. He's now down to the tail end of the lead pack here. Oh, that's tight racing with the 43 and the 21 and the 15 and the 97. Oh, they all just got away with it there. And again, oh, and what's happened there? Championship leader may got tagged by the 38 of Daniel Voiles. As they make their way into turn 3, looks like no harm, no foul. Well, there's going to be a few other cars going to hit the wall. McLean hits the wall as well as Anthony McCreary. No cars then causing the crash, then just coming off of turn 4 yet again. Still close racing, 4 wide behind the 40, the 10. And there's the Zebra Wes McCall and Alex Rowe. And again, oh my goodness me, you can actually see the damage there. Levi McIntyre's now at the back of the pack, and he started, don't forget, in 4 positions, now running 42nd and last, as we're still looking at the championship leader. There's his teammate, the Fujifilm car. That is, oh, more cars then scraping the wall. That might be McCreary yet again. But championship leader RJ Bishop, pretty much like I said, in the danger zone, in the middle of a 3-wide situation. Cars that are going about 200 miles an hour. Meanwhile, battle was on for second place, well, potentially for the lead, as Dunham, LaPlante and Cody Lammers are all, they thingy together there. And my goodness me, there's a lot of movement there at the back. These packs of cars there, still running one giant pack. And Cody's looks like he's going to have an advantage here. He's going to try and overtake a position. He wants the second place. There's a look at Trent Dunham still leading the way. There's a big gap in the field here. Is there a problem there with Sam Oskin? I don't know if Oskin has a problem in the 16 machine, but he's... Oh, Carson Green, it's his time to scrape the wall. Nearly gets into the third one of Matt McLean. My apologies, I just had a bit of a brain fart of who it was actually there. Now then, meanwhile, back up front here, and the Plant is still holding on to that second spot. But look at Michael Norman. Michael Norman now challenging for the fourth spot on Brent Wintergreen. Teammate James Qualls is right behind the two, and the Pepsi number 24. And looks like he is going to take that position away from Wintergreen. So put Michael Norman now into fourth. Here comes Qualls. Going to go even lower here, trying to get two positions in one. Great opportunistic move that is there from James Qualls. He sits high up in the championship, so that'll be quite good for him. Look at this gaggle of cars. This is an absolute mess. You got Pulte, Shelton, Fitzwater, Ervig, Daniel Voiles is going to kiss the wall really hard. Jesse Turner just avoiding it there too. And there's Christian Martin helping the 44, getting his way out through the field. And there is the 37, hopefully buoyant now after what happened a week ago at Talladega. That happened on Thursday. Oh, we've got a caution. Caution is out there. I saw the ambulance lights are on. So caution is out. And who is that for? Jamie Smith, Carson Gum, Joshua Collard and Brandon Ross. I mean, those lot there were racing really, really hard a couple of laps ago. And Jamie Smith has got some damage on that Morgan McClure Chevrolet. So caution is out then for the first time tonight as they all go by. Look at that there. Looks like there's left side damage on the 4 car and also backside damage. Also damaged and all. Looks like everyone else is all caught up with the pace car. Indeed they have. So here's a look at a replay. And again, it was off the problem turn at number 4. And there was a problem for car 4. And yeah, he runs extremely wide. He's going to kiss. Oh no, he actually slows down. There was a problem with the 4. And it slowed down dramatically. And there was nothing that Joshua Collard can do. And then, yeah, Diego Ospina slaps the inside pit wall quite hard. And you can see the 43 spins right in front of the direction of the 21. Nowhere for Carson Gum to go. Talladega winner Sky Commons also, he's hitting off the wall. But you got the 2 DEI machines there too, the 8 and the 15. They're also like coming together, as well as the 31 of Matt McLean. And disappointment there because Brandon Ross is slowly moving up in the championship. This is definitely not what he needed coming into this race. And this is on board for Matt McLean. He doesn't get involved in this accident. Does well to get walled up here. There's the accident up ahead. We'll have a look at Collard's view because the 4's still down a heck of a lot. And there you can see McLean just gets through it all. And we're on board now with Collard. And watch the 4. He just has a problem just coming off of turn 4. There. And I think Brandon Ross just gets into him. As you can see, the smoke is beginning to clear up into the grandstands there. And looks like everyone is all into the pit lane. And it's going to be a mad dash to see who will come out on top then when they get back to the green flag. The leader, Trent Dunham, is in. Austin the Plant is also in. Here comes the 07 to go into his pit stall because he started in P2. And who's going to come out on top then when they get back to the green flag? 2 tyres then, it looks like, for some drivers. Yeah, it's going to be 2 tyres then at all. And Dunham is going to come out ahead of LaPlante and Cody Lammers. So no change really in the top 4. Now Michael Norman's actually lost a bit of ground. Where is he? Oh, there he is there. He's going to come out behind Liam Ervig. So not a good stop for the Hendrick Motorsports team in the 5 camp, and he's actually getting close behind by his other teammate Noah Cars right there in the 44, former points leader and all. So let's get back to the green flag. Welcome back here. As you see, all the cars then are making their way onto the backstretch. The pace car lights are off, so we're going to be back to green flag at the end of this lap. We'll be on lap 14 out of the number that I don't want to say. Just to note as well, for next week's race, we're going back to the state of Texas for the 1.5 mile track. But it's going to be in a new configuration, and we're going to also be under the lights as well. They've had a track layout, so we're going to have cars there, well, actually testing here for like a few days, just get the groove of the track to make the track not so green with the new layout. So that is for next week's race at Texas. Anyway, we're going to get back then to this race here right now here at Homestead. And Dunham started on the pole, has led every lap, is going to be leading to the green, followed by LaPlante, Cody Lammers, James Qualls, Jack Mitchell, good stuff from him, he's up to 5th. Dylan Young in 6th, 7th is Brent Wintergreen, Danny Wells is 8th, Sanford 9th, and Wes McCall makes an appearance in the top 10 as we're back under green. And Qualls already up to P3, Mitchell's already up to 4th. I think LaPlante may have actually got a good run off of 2 and then onto the backstretch here. No one is actually helping Trent Dunham behind him, and we're going to have a new leader here. Oh, we're going to go 4 wide for the lead. Indeed we do. Mitchell below, Qualls and LaPlante. Oh, and Dunham hits the wall, and he's going to lose a ton of spots there, but LaPlante led that lap. And Trent Dunham has already gone down to like 8th position already on the restart. And now the rookie, Jack Mitchell, now takes the lead. What a start there from the 42, from 5th, already up to leading. And they're 4 wide here for 4th position on back. And look at where's McCall. Oh, James Qualls spins right in front of the field. And Cody Lammers is involved as well. And there's damage on Austin Plant, and the 49's also gone spinning. I think he may have been collected by the 48 of Chris Summers. And the caution is out for the 2nd time. And on the infield goes Matt McIntyre in the Caterpillar Dodge. But caution is out there. And James Qualls, who I believe is sitting in the top 5 of the championship, has been just clipped the wall quite hard of turn 4. Comes down right into Cody Lammers. Yeah, he's sitting 2nd in the points. And the end is there for the 12. Problems for the 24, and he went into the 18. And again, it's just that problem turn number 4, and the caution is out for the 2nd time tonight. I think there was a car on the... Oh, there's a problem with Liam Ervig. And Liam Ervig is just about... Oh, he's just getting going again, and he was in 4th position when the caution came out. So he's going to have to drive his way... He's got... Oh, my... Careful. Dear me, he's going to have to drive his way back up into 4th position. I don't think he's actually got time to do that, not unless if they're going on into the pit lane. So, caution is out 2nd time tonight for James Qualls and Cody Lammers. Here's a replay as Ervig is trying to get back in line. And this was just a tremendous scrap for the lead here. You can see the 42 just leading ahead of the 2. But just pay attention to that black and light blue car on the outside. Did he get a little bit of a tag from Austin Plant? I don't think he does. But he just... Yeah, you can see the track narrows on the exit of the corner. And that's where the drivers are just really not learning to take it there. And you can see the 24 slaps the wall and then goes into Cody Lammers. And he slaps the outside wall quite hard too. He gets spun around because he got turned by the 49 of Austin Plant. Zachary Fitzwater did well. Chris Summers just missed him. Nathan Hudson just missed him. Nick Gunther didn't miss him. He made contact with him. And then, Andy McCready has to go into the infield, onto the grass. And there's the contact. Cody Lammers also got hit by the 22 of Matt McIntyre. And the 38 of Daniel Voiles also got spun around as well. So multiple cars were involved. And they were trying to avoid the accident. They were just there at the wrong place at the wrong time. And on board with Cody Lammers. And there's the contact. I tell you what, that's quite a hard hit. Oh, it might have been Dylan Pulte that turned around Cody. My apologies to Chris Summers. I thought it would have been the 48 that hit him, but no, it was the 19 of Pulte. Or it could have been Danny Wells, actually. I'm not too sure. It was certainly an Evernham Dodge car. And on board the Qualls. Yeah, you see the track gets a little bit tighter off of 4. Yeah, and there's the contact from Gunther. Oh, McCready just misses. And this was them racing back to the caution flag here. And this is again off of turn 4. No cars making contact there off of turn 4, but let's see how the 20 gets involved. Oh, Jack Mitchell gets in to Dylan Young, and then Young spins the leader, Danny Wells, around, and I think Tedisco also just turned the 20 around. So the leaders come to the caution flag all wrecked. Wow, didn't expect that there. Here comes Noah Cars. He needs to get rolled up quite quickly. Wow, so that's what happened, well, further on, whilst they're racing to the caution flag. Well, we're looking here at the current leader of the race, Danny Wells, who I don't know if he's got damage after the incident. Looks like Dylan Young, he's got, the Kodak livery, which means Ali Reen will have the Jaspers livery for this race here tonight. But they are both staying out. Wes McCall looks like he's actually slow. He'll probably have to catch up with a few people, but he looks like he's actually coming into the pit lane, as well as Trent Dunham, sorry. And there's the 49 with a lot of front end damage. Tedisco, Norman, Wintergreen, Cole, and Noah Carr stays out, as well as Charles Sanfer. So the 0 is in. RJ Bishop, the championship leader, also stays out. Okay, then, so we're having different pit stops here. And yeah, you got like the majority of the drivers. Carson Gum comes out now without a bonnet. And there's Diego Ospina. He was involved in the accident in the first caution. But it looks like the BAM Racing Dodge needs to get some repairs on. I think, yeah, they've took the bonnet off. So the 49 comes out. So the 10 of Jesse Turner will lead them out to the green flag, but they're not going to be leading the race overall. There goes Dunham. He comes out behind Carson Green and Joshua Collard. Collard's got a lot of damage there on the Cheerios Dodge. And there's the 42 of Jack Mitchell, who was collected as well in the accident, coming to the caution flag. So this is going to really mix things up here. Let's get back to the green. Well, you will join us again back at the green flag on lap 21 out of 67. I've said it. Damn it. I had said it. 20 laps it took me to say the number. Anyway, Danny Wells is the leader, and this is big for him. He sits 135 points behind the championship leader, RG Bishop, and he'll gain 5 points for that as well, because he is leading laps. Dylan Young in second. Third is not Matt McIntyre. He's sitting 40th. There's the guy that's sitting in third, Brandon Tedisco. Fourth is Michael Norman. Brent Wintergreen is in fifth. Seth Cole sixth. Noah Carr seventh. Sanford is 8th, and there is the championship leader, RG Bishop, in 9th, and Zachary Fitzwater completes the top 10. All these drivers, though, did not stay out. Jesse Turner was the first to come out into the pits, and he restarts in 19th place, and he's already probably going to gain the spot on the 4 of Jamie Smith. Only 2 cars, unfortunately, were out of the race there, as Matt McIntyre's car is very, very slow, and he's already holding up, by the looks of it, that is Michael Norman. So the 22 is slow, and Michael Norman, who restarted in the top 5, is going all the way down to below as low as 20th, it would seem. Still getting stuck behind it. Oh, and Wes McCall and Nick Gunther nearly was contact off of 4. And again, the 5 of Michael Norman still stuck behind the 22. He's finally freed himself, but he's lost a ton of positions, says Michael Norman. He came across the line last time by in 29th place. He was a full lap behind the 22. Now he's trying to have to bob his way through the traffic that's got a little bit of damage. He's crossed the line still in 29th place. And I think was that a problem on... I thought I saw a problem on James Qualls there, but I don't think there was. Anyway, my apologies. Anyway, he's back up front here to the lead of the race, and Dylan Young going for the lead on Danny Wells, side by side across the line. I think Dylan may have just led that lap. And here comes now the 7. Yeah, here comes the 7. Here comes the 07 though. Takes it 1 lane lower. I was about to say 2 drivers were already out of the race, and it was the 2 Joe Gibbs team of Liam Ervig and Cody Lammers. All the other drivers are still in the race. Tedisco is going to go up very wide off turn 4. Doesn't hit the wall, but Danny Wells back into the lead. Dylan getting that 5 bonus points because he is sitting quite low in the championship. Obviously, he's not going to win the championship, but Any points will do then for this Penske Jasper team, as Brian Tedesco slots now back into third place and keeps the rookie Brent Wintergreen down. RG Bishop is now up into fifth. Sixth is the 32 of Charles Sanford. Nathan Hudson now running in seventh. And you got Noah Cars, Kyle Matthews, and there's Ali Rain. Ali Rain in the top 10. And she pitted as well. I believe she did pit during the... Oh! And Noah Cars has a problem, and Colin Jones, and Ali Rain gets stuck behind, and that's a caution yet again. Well, my apologies there, we just cut off there, but Ali Rain, you just saw her get stuck up against the wall at turn number 2, and it was all because the 44 car was slow in the middle of the corner, and there was nowhere for Colin Jones to go and get into the unfortunate Ali Rain. And Ali Rain car gets stuck up against the wall. Such a shame. But the safety car out yet again. Here's a replay. Again there, I do apologise there for the brief moment of little bit of cutout there, what happened. But we're looking here at Ali Rain, and you just see a couple of cars ahead, Noah Cars. You just see the car then just slows down in the middle of the corner. He tries to go to the bottom of the track here, so fair play to Noah for trying that. But again, it gets held up behind a few cars. And then Colin Jones, who didn't really back off the throttle, gets into Ali Rain, and then the car just stops right in the barrier. And you saw Colin Jones there going sideways, going the opposite direction. But there you can see the 44 pulling off to the inside of the track. So you know that there was a legit problem there, and the car disappears and then into the pit lane. So Ali Rain becomes another casualty in this accident. Here we go again then. Pit lane is back open again. Looks like all the leaders then are coming into the pit lane. Oh, looks like Christian Martin is going to stay out, is he? As well as Levi McIntyre. So Christian Martin looks like he's going to enable himself 5 points. That's going to help him because he's been a championship contender. Can he cross Dylan? Yeah, he goes up just ahead as well. So there. So 2 cars then staying out during this pit lane caution. There's the ever struggling Ali Rain into that's in her pits there. Such a shame. She was having a good run there. May have just done the commentator's curse on there. I do apologise for that there. So Danny Wells then in the pit lane, comes out of the pit lane, oh, Dylan Young may have just come out side by side. And yeah, Danny Wells then is going to come out. And Dylan Young will come out second in that there. And then you got Wintergreen. Sanford's made a good stop, as well as the 40 of RG Bishop. So let's get back to the green. Well, we're back again, and the lights off the pace car is off yet again. Cars are on the backstretch because we are going to go back to green flag conditions on lap 31 out of 67. There's no point not saying the number. I've already said it. Christian Martin then. 5 wealthy bonus points there for him. He's going to be leading back to the green. And Levi McIntyre will restart in second place. Don't forget, he started 4th, fell all the way back to last place in the early goings in the race there. So hopefully he's not going to be kissing the wall off of turn 4. Danny Wells in 3rd, Dylan Young in 4th, Wintergreen in 5th, Sanford 6th, championship leader RG Bishop there in 7th, 8th is Stephen Hudson, and Alex Rowe back again in the top 10, and Kyle Matthews there completing the top 10. Carson Green behind him in the 15 is going to be restarting in 11th as we are back underway, as we're nearly getting the first half of this race finished. Oh, Levi's going to kiss the wall yet again. Oh, he just slightly kisses the wall. Nice advantage, though, for the 12. Look at the advantage that Christian Martin has away now. Oh, and there's a problem with Nathan Hudson, and he was in the top 10 coming to the restart. So problems for the Viagra Ford team. Disappointment there. Don't forget, he started at the back of the pack because he was involved in a qualifying accident with the 48 and the 44 of Noah Cars, as Danny Wells now is going to be in second place. Wintergreen kisses the wall. And look at the 15 goal, Carson Green. There's a little bit of a revival in this in the Carson Green here. He's actually showing some good racing skills here in the Napa number 15 Chevrolet. I know he finished 25th at Talladega a week ago, but A 5th place finish at Michigan, followed by a 6th place at Kansas and a 9th place at Nazareth. So Carson Green driving really well in the 15. I said the gaps there is all back there. So Sanford's now into 3rd. RJ Bishop is now 4th. 5th, it looks like it's going to be Charlie Buxton. Noah Carr's now going to be in 6th. Carson Green's going to lose a couple of spots now in the process. Dylan Young, who restarted in 4th place, is all the way back here with this pack of cars. We've got Wes McCall in the middle. Joshua Collard, who was involved in the first caution, he's up there now battling. Daniel Voiles, he was a collector in an accident. Yeah, so it looks like is there a bit of a problem there on the 2? I don't think there is right side damage on the 2 machine. I just don't think there is. But there must be some sort of problem as Wes McCall gets down and Nick Gunther's involved as well. The 07 of Wintergreen also collected. Anyone else gets involved? Oh, no one else gets involved. Oh, Dylan Pulte just misses as well as the 22 of Matt McIntyre. And there was a car on the infield. Who's that? Oh, that's a safety car. My apologies. And there's the 0. Wes McCall getting going again. So the caution is out for the 4th time tonight. And the leaders have actually gone by the start-finish line, which was led by still Christian Martin. So the 4th time that the caution has come out. And here's what happened. And again, off of turn 4. It is that dreaded corner, turn number 4. And this is what happens here. Like I said, the track gets a little bit narrow off the exit. I don't think McCall actually hits the wall. I don't think he did. And then Dylan Young just gets into the 0, goes down into Nick Gunther, who goes into the path of Brent Wintergreen. And there's the 3 of them spinning all into the infield. I don't think any other cars were also involved. No, by the looks of it, no other cars were involved. And that's not good as well for the 0 Wes McCall. Oh, God, LaPlante. Oh, Fitzwater and Ospina just miss it. But, yeah, not good then for Wes McCall because he is running in the top 10 in the championship. Did not need this. Oh, Pulte just nearly smacks him in the back. On board with the Michigan race winner, Daniel Voiles, he does just avoid this. And on board with the only Joe Gibbs car in this field now, the other 2 retired. James Coles just avoids him and all. And Gunther's also running in the top 10 in the points as well. So 2 drivers in the top 10 having problems. And yet again, the cars all decide to come into the pit lane. Anyone else staying out, or is everyone going to come into the pit lane? Looks like everyone is coming in, as well as the leader, Christian Martin. So track position, that is actually paid off for the 12 team because he stayed out. The 88 also stayed out, but lost a few positions in the process. So good idea that was there for the 12 team to stay out during the last caution. Now it's time for him to put some 4 tyres on. Okay then, so the 12's going to be a bit racy here to put 4 tyres on. Is Danny Wells also putting 4 tyres on? Does it look like a 4 tyre strategy? No, Brian Disco comes out. Might have been a 2 tyre stop for the 7 team, and he's going to come out then ahead. I think some other drivers actually. Oh, okay then. That will be the 22 and the 6. They'll both be laps down there. So Brandon Tedisco will put his Menard Chevrolet Robbie Gordon Motorsports car to the lead. Let's get back to the green. Well, you rejoin us again here. We're trying to get some racing on the go here, but no, it just seems to be yet another wreckfest here at the Homestead Speedway. Brian Tedisco then will be coming to the green flag as the leader, and he's a driver that's just on the outside looking in. He wants to get into the top 10 after this race, so he'll be leading the race, but he's got 2 tyres on him. All the other drivers then have 4 fresh tyres behind him. Christian Martin, who starts 2nd, Danny Wells in 3rd, Charles Sanford 4th, Charlie Buxton 5th, RJ Bishop in 6th, Noah Cars in 7th, Carson Green continuing the great form. He's going to restart in 8th position, I think. Yeah, 8th position. Seth Cole, welcome to Seth Cole in the top 10. And Brandon Ross, who was involved in one of the cautions, he's now in the top 10. We're back on the way again. And you see cars on the outside there. You can actually perfectly legally do that. As long as you're not passing cars on the inside, that will be a penalty. Now, RJ's already gone up into 6th position. Is the two-tyre strategy of Branch Disco going to work? It looks like it's not, because Christian Martin has gone back into the lead here, side by side. He goes. Oh, I think Seth Cole may have just tagged the 15 just slightly. Just looking at that camera angle there to see if anyone went off of turn 4 there. Here's a look then from the Goodyear blimp. Look at the run the 32's getting on the bottom of the track. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Chevrolet on the bottom, Dodge in the middle, Chevrolet on the outside. And this is already great racing here going through turn 3. It's Disco running a little bit wide in 3, but don't forget turn 4 is always been a danger problem. Danny Wells nearly kisses the wall. And we're still 3 abreast for the lead. Martin in the middle trying to make it work here. Tedesco running high, wide, and a little bit too handsome. Nearly kisses the wall of turn 2. Maybe he is actually touching the wall. Seth Cole's up now here too. In the green and white Fujifilm 41. And look, Jesse Taylor and Samuel Oskin. Oskin is now in the mix here. They're going to go 4 wide now. And Seth's going to hit the wall quite hard. So he's going to tumble down. Got held up by Carson Green as well. Green got held up behind the 41. So he's going to lose a few spots in the process. And here comes Daniel Voiles, and Kyle Matthews has a problem. Kyle Matthews looks like he's a problem on the Petty Enterprises Dodge. Shelton goes through. Not unless if maybe there might have been a problem on the 45, but he's fallen down out of the top 10. Oh, Jamie Smith gets tagged into the 42. And the caution is out yet again, and the 43 is involved yet again. And there's more cars involved. Oh, and that's contact there with Colin Jones. The others all getting held up behind. This is the big one here at Homestead, unfortunately. And that's caution number 5. And Jack Mitchell, nowhere for him to go in the 42. He just got collected. Oh, wow, just goes up right in front of Nick Gunfer. Maybe not happy with the 11. We'll actually have a look at a replay to see what had happened there. But, yeah, Jamie Smith tagged off the wall and then got spun around. But the leader coming back to the caution would have been the 12 machine. Yes, indeed it is. So here's a replay for the 5th caution. And here we go again then. Again, off of turn 4. The car 4 had a problem. Well, there was a problem with the 4 car, which then the 43 had nothing to do there. But looks like he is actually going to legitimately hit the wall. Which he does right there. It's a bit of a hit there, and then the 29 just clips him, and then he goes into the 42 with Jack Mitchell. The 43 just gets a little turn. Levi McIntyre was also involved too. He's going to hit the pit wall head on, and then Jamie Swift comes right up in front, back into Matt McLean, back on to the oncoming traffic. And yeah, that's what happened, unfortunately there. So not a good day then for the 4 team. And Nick Hunter tried to put the brakes on, but couldn't get it stopped in time, and then gets into the 31 as well. More contact there with the 49 of Austin Plant, who doesn't have a bonnet. And the 66, Colin Jones, finishes that off. And on board with Jamie Smith here. And he's going to hit the wall here. There you go. He gets tagged. And on board with Gunther here. And looks like we were going to get back to the green flag, but not at the moment here, because there is a problem that has occurred on the Fujifilm Dodge of the All-Star champion Seth Cole. Problem for the 41 team, and it looks like he's going to have to come into the pit lane. We understand there might be a flat tyre. I don't know what Danny Wells is doing, but he's going to get back into line here. But reports have been spreading there that the 41 has cut a tyre, and he's going to come into the pit lane. That's such a shame, because he was going to be on for a good finish here, no matter what here. It would have been like maybe a top 10 for the team, but disappointment then for the 41 bunch. And yeah, you can see they are changing the tyres to replace them. So such a shame there for Seth. So he's going to have to start at the back of the pack where all the other drivers are pretty much damaged, and there he goes. That's it. So rotten bit of luck there for the 41 team as the lights on the pace car are off yet again. And looks like Brandon Tedesco he's going to stay out there with those 2 tyres. Christian Martin still leads the way again. Then you've got the 32 of Charles Sanford, the 10 of Jesse Turner now into 3rd place. Oh, and now RJ's got a problem. Now another problem has occurred on the 40 machine. And he's turning into the pit lane. And Oskin is going to get that 5th place. Buxton is going to restart 6th. Brand Ross in 7th. Noah Cars in 8th. Carson Green 9th. And the 10th will go to Danny Wells here. But RJ Bishop, there's a problem on the championship leader. Well, they're going to get the green flag this time by, but we'll keep an eye out here. There's someone else also. There's been some dust being picked up. And into the pit lane comes the 40 car. And no, there's not a problem there with the 40 machine. So, not a tyre problem like it was with his teammate. Anyway, we're back up front here. And Sanford is now gone into the lead. Charles Sanford in the lead. Turner into 2nd. No sign of RJ Bishop. He's out of the race. So RJ Bishop must have had an actual problem. And his car is out. The championship leader out of the race as Sanford leads. Well, that's made the championship a little bit more interesting now with the 40 cars retirement. Also, the other drivers that were involved. Oh, into the pits comes Seth Cole. So not a good day then as well then for the team of Chip Ganassi. As Seth Cole's just coming back out onto the track again, but there's another gaggle of cars right here. Carson Green doing well. There's Danny Wells in the 9, Brandon Ross in the 2 of Dylan Young. There's the 37 of Alex Rowe. Kyle Matthews with that sort of like little bit of a problem as Trent Dunham, the pole sitter, kisses the wall of 4, and he's going to lose a couple of spots. That was Jessica Shelton that just passed Trent. And there's Andy McCrory, Trent's teammate. He goes by. Wintergreen, the outside pole sitter, also goes by too, just a bit. And there is the Talladega winner, Sky Commons, side by side. And there is the 38 of Daniel Voiles all the way back there. But we've got about less than 15 laps to go. Scrappier for 4th place, led by Sam Oskard in the 16. Here comes Carson Green, and he gets into Charlie Buxton. Looks like he's going to gain 2 positions there. Looks like the 7 car of making the 2 tyres is starting to hurt him a bit as he is dropping down now. He was side by side with Christian Martin, but it looks like the 2 tyre stop is not going to work, unfortunately, for Tedesco. He's going to drop like a stone. More positions have been dropped. He just about kisses the wall on near the start-finish line. So Brand Tedesco, unfortunately, dropping back. Oh, he's actually making a position because Charlie Buxton's gone up a little bit, nearly up a bit high. Well, Kyle Matthews also just scrapes the wall. So you got Oskin now running in 4th, Noah Cars in 5th, Carson Green in 6th, 7th is Danny Wells, 8th is Brand Tedesco, 9th is Charlie Buxton, and Brandon Ross is in the top 10. 2 laps by, we'll have 10 laps to go, and it's Sanford leading. Jesse Turner in 2nd, Martin trying to catch up in 3rd. Now Oskin and Noah Cars trying to work together to catch up to the 3 leaders ahead of them. Meanwhile, back behind here, you've got Shelton and Chris Summers all battling here. And there's Michael Norman trying to recover his way up through the field after being stuck behind the 22 for like over a lap and fell down to about as low as 29th. But Eddie is there in the Delphi Automotive car. Shuts the door right in Dylan Young's face, trying to get a draft from his teammate Summers going into turn 3. Norman then sitting currently in 14th spot. He's going to kiss the wall, isn't he? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he did. Maybe just got a little loose there. And through goes Kyle Matthews too, and then you got the two pole sitters on the outside of the front, the two drivers on the front row. The one in the 07 looks like they're drafting each other along together. And now Michael Norman then starting to fall back here. Meanwhile, single file formation throughout down to about 11th place there, and then you've got their Sky Commons there. Chris Summers in at 12. Then you've got Andy McCready in 13th, Jessica Shelton running 14th, side by side with Dylan Young, who moves up a spot now. Oh, and now then the leaders are catching up on some lap traffic. That is Austin Plant, who also started at the top. He started on the 3rd position, and he's fallen all the way down into the well, he's going to be pretty much be like a lap down here. So Sanford's going to go by. Oh, Jesse Turner, well, he made that quite late, didn't he? Now, can Christian Martin get by him? No problems. Yep, no problem there for him. Sam Oskin, he's actually catching on the 12. So the other cars then avoid the slow 49 car. Again, Kyle Matthews getting loose off of 2. And then, yeah, Tedesco may just got slightly held up there on the 49. That's going to allow Charlie Buxton to catch up there. And look at Alex Rowe. Alex Rowe looks like he's gained the spot. And he's past Brandon Ross, and Ross is going to get held up behind. Oh, and Chris Summers has to put on the brakes there. So that's Alex Rowe into the top 10. And now, we were saying about Alex Rowe last week when we were qualifying at Talladega that he is the only driver to have not got a top 10 prior to the Talladega race. He finished 9th last week, so he secured his first top 10. He could be on for yet another top 10 here if he can improve on that P10. Jesse Turner then looking very close to the back of Charles Sanfer. He's actually going to take a lane lower though. Now Jesse Turner was in this position a season ago when he was driving the 41 team, when he was leading pretty much the entirety of the second half of the race before being passed on the last lap by Matt McLean, who was driving the 8 machine. And now Jesse Turner's in position yet again here. But now, instead of leading the second half of the race, he is tailgating Charles Sanfer, although he's going for the lead this time, as there's a battle going on there for 3rd place now, because Christian Martin has fallen into the clutches of Sama Oskin and the 44 of Noah Cars there. Side by side then across the lead here, across the stripe now. Turner on the inside, Sanford on the outside, and we've got 4 laps of racing to go. And the 32 then takes a little wide lane, and now that's going to enable Martin and Oskin and Cars and Carson Green to catch up. So this race is not over just yet though. Sanford still leads, Turner 2nd, Martin 3rd, Oskin in 4th, and Noah Cars completes the top 5. Brandon Ross is... Oh no, so I was going to say Brandon Ross is your best place forward there, but no, it's Sam Oskin running in 4th place. And we've got 3 laps to go. I don't think this race is just over just yet there. There's a whole gaggle of cars right ahead of them. You've got Matt McIntyre, Wes McCall, Nathan Hudson, and the 19 of Dylan Pulte. Hopefully they're not going to be a factor on the outcome of this race, because I feel like this is going to be a photo finish like it was a season ago, as Noah Cars challenging for 4th position on Sam Oskin and takes the position. Or will Samet drive it really hard in 1 and 2, or is he going to surrender for 4th place? Indeed he does. So Noah Cars now takes the 4th place as Jesse Turner goes side by side for the lead going into 3. And this is exactly what Matt McLean did to Jesse 1 season ago at this track. Now he's doing it now. He's learned the mistake what he did. White flag is out then. 1 more lap to go. Turner gets the lead, and here comes Martin. Christian Martin with a good run in the middle of 1 and 2. 10 and 32 may go held up each other. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead now. 3 abreast, coming into 3 and 4 for the final time. Oh, this is going to be so close here. This could be a photo finish for 3 wide here across the start-finish line. Oh, Sanford hits the wall, but it's Turner that wins yet again. And he becomes the first driver to win 3 CCS races. More history being made by Jesse Turner. He won back-to-back races, and now he's the first driver in CCS history to win 3 races in a season. Boy, oh boy, what a finish that was there. Congratulations. He learned the mistake. What happened to him last season? He made the move with 1 lap to go. He made the pass and it got him the win. It failed him last season, but he done it this season. Congratulations to Destiny on yet another win. Thank you for watching. What a finish that was as well. Great finish there. Well done there to everybody on that ending there. That was superb. Anyway, don't forget, next week we're going to be at Texas. So until then, here is the official results and the points after this great race. See you next week.